What if I told you the deepest secrets of humanity's past, written in a language lost for millennia, are finally being revealed? Imagine an AI capable of translating the very first words ever spoken by our ancestors, unlocking a new understanding of who we are and where we came from. Forget everything you thought you knew about ancient history. For centuries, scholars grappled with the mystery of Proto-Human, a language hypothesized to be the very root of all modern tongues, the core programming of human communication. But the past guards its silence fiercely. We had the Proto-Elamite script, locked in clay in ancient Iran for over 5,000 years, resisting every human attempt at decipherment because we had no bilingual text to offer a key. We had the strange, intricate symbols of the Indus Valley, thriving 4,500 years ago, carved on tiny seals that experts couldn't even confirm were true writing. 5,000 years of impenetrable enigma, waiting for a voice. Game over, right? Not anymore. Because the key to unlocking this massive linguistic vault wasn't intuition, it was the machine. An unprecedented AI has just achieved what linguists have only dreamed of, decoding humanity's oldest language. This isn't your average language model. It's a revolutionary neural network trained on vast datasets, identifying subtle commonalities and using probabilistic models to identify recurring grammatical structures. This is the digital detective that changed the game completely. Think of ancient Roman texts, buried when Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD, charred to lumps of charcoal, untouchable for 2,000 years. Anyone who tried to unroll them watched them crumble into dust. But in 2023, researchers paired an AI system with a particle accelerator that produces X-rays 10 billion times brighter than the sun. This combo allowed them to virtually unwrap these Herculaneum scrolls without touching a single molecule. They revealed philosophical discussions about what makes a good life and how to face disaster and death, ironically written right before a volcano buried their words for 2 millennia. The volcano tried to silence them, but AI just turned up the volume. If it could conquer fire and time, what about the truly ancient scripts, the ones that predated every known empire? In southeastern Europe, along the Danube River, lay Europe's oldest code. Mysterious symbols dating back an astonishing 7,000 years, thousands of years before Egyptian hieroglyphics or Sumerian cuneiform. These markings, belonging to the forgotten Vinca culture, baffled experts, who argued whether they were writing or just decorative patterns. Enter AI pattern recognition. The machine devoured thousands of these symbols and revealed consistent structures and repetitions too complex to be random decoration. The AI proved something crucial. These people had a voice, and their symbols followed specific rules, with some always appearing together and others only appearing at the beginning of sequences, strongly suggesting language. 7,000 years of silence was finally shattered. Similarly, when AI was fed the short inscriptions of the 4,500-year-old Indus Valley script, it showed that the symbols follow consistent patterns and rules, appearing in specific orders and combinations just like letters in real words would. The past is talking again. But what if the first words ever recorded weren't mundane trade records or poetry? When researchers trained AI systems on Akkadian cuneiform, the language that dominated the ancient Middle East for thousands of years, the translation went from a painfully slow process, only a handful of experts could read it fluently, to minutes with accuracy that keeps improving. These Akkadian tablets cover everything from epic stories like Gilgamesh to everyday receipts for grain and beer. But among the mundane administrative records, the spreadsheets and bureaucratic memos of the Bronze Age, the AI detected something chilling. These Akkadian writers didn't just see disasters like drought and war as random events, but as cosmic punishments or warnings. One recently translated tablet describes omens that predict enemies within the gates and societal collapse if certain moral boundaries were crossed. This type of automated translation, capturing context and cultural nuances, is fundamentally changing our understanding of ancient thought. We are challenging existing theories on the evolution of human thought. For example, the AI has already shown that the famed Great Isaiah Scroll from the Dead Sea Scrolls was not written by a lone scribe as long assumed, but by at least 2 different scribes working together, revealing evidence of organized teams, or perhaps a scroll-writing workshop. The AI delved deeper, reconstructing damaged fragments where time had wiped out entire sections of text. In shattered Sumerian clay, dating back 5,000 years, the machine found records that spoke of patterns, cycles of growth and sudden destruction. These weren't just mythological stories, they were accounts of ancient catastrophes. Modern AI analyzing these ancient records is finding connections between what the Sumerians wrote and real events like the massive climate disasters that reshaped human history. Forward 200 years ago, such as the Great Drought that triggered the fall of the Akkadian Empire. Historians previously dismissed the poetic lines describing these events as merely vivid, dramatic storytelling. But the AI analysis now suggests those lines described real astronomical or environmental events, massive solar changes, meteor activity, or cosmic disturbances that triggered chaos on Earth. These tablets contain warnings of an ancient catastrophe that could potentially happen again. The Sumerians spoke of red skies that never cleared, a sun that turned dark, and rivers flowing backward. Did ancient civilizations predict something that's about to happen to us? The ultimate message hidden on one mysterious ancient tablet, now translated by AI, mentions a celestial event, strange weather patterns, and something about the great darkness returns. This isn't just translation. It's about gaining a profound new lens into the earliest human experiences, allowing us to truly connect with our origins like never before. The AI isn't just seeing the words, it's entering the mindset of people who saw reality completely differently than we do. We now know, for example, that the ancient Maya leaders would time their wars and ceremonies to align with specific astronomical configurations, believing they could harness its power. And the ancient Egyptians believed their hieroglyphics were magic, that writing something made it real in a supernatural sense. And AI is now unlocking these concepts, including curse texts. With every algorithmic breakthrough, we're not just reading ancient words, we're challenging existing theories on the evolution of human thought. What other lost languages might this technology unlock? The possibilities for rediscovering entire forgotten civilizations are now within reach. If humanity's oldest language was primarily a warning, etched in stone and clay thousands of years before the empires we know, what happens when we finally hear the rest of the message? The ancient world is talking, and the implications are terrifying. Thanks so much for watching. What lost civilization do you think we should investigate next with AI? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the unknown. We'll see you in the next one.